and welcome to Pirate Taxi Island Adventures. In this exciting video series, we'll be taking you on a journey to explore all the captivating businesses that reside on the Toronto Islands. Today we have a special treat for you as we go explore one of the most enchanting places on Wards Island, the Island Cafe. I'm Marie, and I can't wait to show you all the hidden gems this restaurant has to offer. Get ready to learn more about this beautiful restaurant, its convenient location, and the mouth-watering dishes it serves. So without further ado, let's go! So once you set foot on the island, it's just a short, beautiful walk down to the Island Cafe. And here we are at the Island Cafe. Hi, you must be Zora.
I'm Zora. Good morning. Nice to meet you,
Marie.
Yes, thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us here. All right, so let's dive right into our interview and learn more about this incredible business. Zora, thank you for joining us today. Would you like to introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure, yes. My name is Zora Freeman McIntyre. I am a co-owner along with my two parents of the Island Cafe, and I'm a lifelong island resident.
Perfect. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your business?
Sure. So the Island Cafe is sort of a three-part business. We have our takeout window, which is right behind us here. So we're selling fresh baked goods that our bakery makes every day. We have a variety of products. One new product that we're really proud of is this black sesame cookie. It's a really unique product and people are really enjoying it. We also do breakfast every morning. So we have breakfast sandwiches and breakfast wraps, granola parfait, and of course coffee. We have a really nice espresso machine, and our staff are really well trained to make any coffee you'd like. The second part of our business is our patio, which is just behind us here. The patio is surrounded by gardens, and there's even some gardens in the middle of the patio. We can seat up to 100 people, and we have a private area for big reservations, corporate parties, small weddings, birthday parties, stuff like that. And our patio is open every day from 11:30 till 9 p.m. on weekdays until 10 p.m. on weekends. And we have a variety of food, including Kale Salad that we grow all the kale in-house, and a variety of other dishes, meat, vegetarian, all as much locally sourced as we can, fresh and homemade. And then, the last part of our business is catering. So we also do catering on the island. At various venues, including the venue right behind us, and then other venues spread across the island. So we're talking about large weddings, again, corporate parties, let's say, engagement parties, you name it, small events, large events. All of that information can be found on our website, islandcafeto.com.
Awesome. So how long have you been in business for?
We've been in business since 2010, so this will be our 14th year operating. Yeah, and it started out a lot smaller, just with takeaway, and then we built our patio and got a liquor license, and now the island has gotten much more popular. So now we're very busy. We're both a destination restaurant and also a tourist attraction.
Awesome. So what inspired you to create a business on the island?
That's a good question. It's hard to remember back to 14 years ago. Part of it was happenstance. I was back for a holiday in the summer, and I saw that the restaurant was closed and I wasn't able to get coffee in the morning, and I was kind of pissed off. And then I contacted the landlords and found out that the lease was actually up for that year, and I was ready for a new change in my life. And also my parents ran this same restaurant in the 1980s when I was a little kid. And so I think it was, one part feeling nostalgic about that, about growing up and coming here when it was a very vibrant restaurant, and then feeling like it had kind of gone downhill and wanting to revitalize it. Yeah.
Wow, what a great story.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, let's explore the culinary delights of this island business.
Sure.
What is your most popular dish or your most popular drink here?
Good question. Well, I would say that burgers and hot dogs pay the bills, but the things that we're kind of most proud of is our kale salad. So we're growing 3 types of kale in our garden, curly Scott, black dinosaur, and I'm blanking on the third. Doesn't matter. 3 types of kale, and that kale is getting picked daily and washed and used in our kale salad, and that's served with beets that are cooked in a vinegar mixture, so that kind of preserves the beets. It's served with feta cheese, pickled red onions, and pumpkin seeds, and it's both a filling and very fresh salad that our patrons really enjoy. And it's been kind of reiterated over the years, and that's this year's current version, and I'm sure next year will be slightly different. So that's something that we're very happy about, and our guests really enjoy. Something else that is kind of unique that we do is we smoke our own salmon. So we're sourcing line-caught, ocean-wise salmon, and it gets brined and smoked on site, and then we do a nice salmon board with cream cheese and crackers, pickled onions, and capers. In terms of drinks, we have a really nice cocktail list that features herbs from our garden, like mint and thyme. And then, we make our own lemonade and iced tea on site. So, those are cold drinks that also help pay the bills and keep people nice and refreshed in the summer months on the island. All right, here is the Island Cafe Kale Salad.
Awesome.
The kale is grown in our garden right over here. It's completely organic kale, and it's served with a roasted shallot vinaigrette, pickled onions, beets, feta, raisins, and pumpkin seeds. Enjoy.
Looks really delicious.
Great.
The kale salad is really delicious. You can tell that it's straight from the garden. It's really fresh. It tastes really healthy, and yeah, I can understand why it's so popular.
So we're standing here in front of one of our kale beds. We have 3 kale beds on the property. All of this land is actually park land, so we're growing this food in cooperation with the City of Toronto. More than half of this food we donate to food banks in the city. So we're donating to Parkdale Food Bank and to the Fort York Food Bank.
Wow.
So this morning we actually left via bicycle. Everything is delivered by bicycle with over 200 bunches of kale and some bunches of Swiss chard and some fresh herbs from our garden as well. So we're donating once a week to these food banks, and typically about 200 bunches of fresh produce. And then the kale is also used in the cafe in our kale salad, which I mentioned before. So this is a project we've been doing with the City of Toronto since 2015. And
Nice.
At this point, we've donated, thousands and thousands of bunches of fresh produce to these food banks. And with growing food security issues in our city and in our world, it's really important to us that we try and grow more and more food so that we can donate it to these food banks. We're here at the kale garden, and I'm just going to show you a quick demo of how to pick kale. So these kale plants will keep growing all season. We plant them in April, and they'll keep growing right up until December, really. And we harvest them always from the outside of the plant. So I hold the plant with one hand, and I'm going to snap off the outside leaves with the other hand. And I'll just take 3 or 4 leaves from each plant to try and leave it in a sort of balanced state. And then more energy will go to produce more leaves and it'll keep growing up. So there's a couple of these leaves, and you can also pick from the green Curly Scott varietal. And you can see the beautiful colors of the two types of kale, big fresh leaves. The garden's doing really well this year with all of this sun and rain.
Awesome.
So each bunch will look, let me see that bunch you've got in here. That represents about what one bunch of kale would look like. So it's enough kale to make a salad for 4 people or so. So when we're donating, we will do about 200 of these, and that's going to make salad for 800 people then.
Wow.
Which is really nice, especially because produce is so expensive these days that getting this sort of stuff at food banks is really important.
Now, before we wrap up, do you have any ongoing promotions or special offers that you have right now?
Totally. So every Tuesday night between 5 and 7 p.m., it's 2-for-1 margaritas and mojitos. And it's always a fun night. Lots of locals will be here at the bar, and you can come enjoy a fresh cocktail. On Thursdays, we also do a half-price bottle of wine night. So again, from 5 p.m. onwards, you can enjoy a bottle of wine on our patio with your meal. All of our wine is sourced by a local master of wine who lives on the island, Nipur Gogia. She has her own brand called Kush Wines, and we carry a couple of her label along with some other Ontario wines and European varietals as well.
Nice. And you have some live music going on as well, right?
Yes, so we have live music every other Wednesday and Friday. Our schedule can be found on our website, islandcafeto.com, under the concert listings. So just go on there and find the listings. You can also follow us on Instagram, Island Cafe TO, and we always promote our concerts on Instagram, and there is a tab there that you can find the listing as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for talking.
The Island Cafe truly exemplifies the harmony between nature and gastronomy, creating an unforgettable experience for all who visit. As we conclude this interview, I encourage each and every one of you to embark on your own island adventure and discover the delights that await you at the Island Cafe. When you're there, make sure to check out their merch, since they have really beautiful products that they offer there. But remember, this is just the start of our island adventures. Stay tuned for our next episodes, where we will unveil even more island businesses, each with its own story to tell. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to like this video and leave your thoughts down below in the comments, and hit that subscribe button so you will not miss any of our next episodes. See you in the next video.